Alright, like I was saying to you, that let's have a something like this, but let's think, while, like I said, the partition of video on chapter. So in the first, you had it. Zwecha וזלך מצחלים, and part of the terms, רבי צח מחלי בסוף לביסה שבם, and black matim. So, we're having in class in Buenos already, missing the picture, like I said, deal with Buenos Aires. I'm sorry that I voiced the system and not like trying to clean my hands. I needed the system. But okay, yeah, we are going to see how the week go on. Berlesek lekir ותצלחם, בלפניה שחלה, חבישות לביסים, בחל אימו צחל, בלעוצימיר, אצלכם. And I show you, I am not conscious at this moment like a surely levitate thing, which is a trademark. And lysoform, you want to know what is lysoform for them, which I am aware about that. Give you also this again. Big tapirena, big laboratories. And, well, ibuprofen, you know, Actron trademark is for Bayer laboratories. And yes, ibuprofen, right. And lysoform, or lysoform, is a very cleaning and disinfection product, right? Comes in this spray, and not only this spray, but also as the solution for you to use into cleaning floors, or surfaces, or artifacts, kitchen, bathroom, whatever you have around, or even as ever usual recurrently elements you will ever disinfect. Okay, and the catch-a-fuss thing, and so sharp, which is practically the same company, this which we called alfajores here. And I thought that these were different, right? It's a trademark. Revismot lachivisoch helivisom planim, and so sharp. I'm sorry, I just started eating it. And it's tasty. It's really awesome. Similar like a brownie, but in this case, this mousse is really solid. And it's tasty. It's awesome, really. And I wish to share one with you, Melech Hashem, with you. Oh my God, that's that way. I love you. Okay. Rembo blech masech alevisa shalikim, but blech bachalatam. Am levech lechem atlefisa shalikim. Reba blech nikal and lefisa lechem atzimin. And my face is noticing a very, let's studying the am blech kil kishbar maklek havelech nitzan. Blech sim. Berlishki blakiger havelech simatle. Giam de tzavas lakim. Chami shnim de blesem atlech. No. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay, Redemi Basman, Elishel and Black Maselan. Right? Okay. So, the display at Lesin Rebesechala Kitfol Masima Blebesim Blekiske Betechalikim. Rebesech Motel Seshar and Karkalisocha Evilini Selses. Chavin Chave Ola Sikach Ma'an Sechalivisosherima. Rebes Biama Bleka Chalika Chava on Lebesmantasan Gleman. So suddenly I don't go around making I don't need that. I am not exactly. I don't have tail. I don't have hair. I don't have glass of a very clever hamchani. I am not so exactly and neither the woman that denigratingly suffers such a situation. So suddenly, and the guest doesn't have to wipe to be denigrated neither. So suddenly. There is nothing to scratch and there is nothing to add at all. So, last night I supposedly will be the blech machel b'soklakim while I just were feeling like you are aware about the situations we went through, and I wish they will ever reach out and just studying a very different reality all through this situation, and that will be also my calm awaiting of this since. However, and even for about this 2005 on. You know, yesterday we done this with Linda Perry. She is great, she's awesome. She's a good, awesome person, the same cell India. And we have been doing this, and I feel not really fine. Now we're feeling not okay. Further, if flu or not, you already know my health problem and situation. And Fill Me Up song, suddenly with the whole of the way to deflecting, much of sense the cultural element counts, but Linda Perry with Form and Blonde used to having a very special deliverance on lyrics for the understanding in a very elemental, which a clear, real intellectuality to giving that shape of a reality on idioms and expressions which culturally at the United States of America. So she doesn't express drugs, she doesn't express let's getting drunk and let's getting, she expresses other class of a virtual to the virtue of the human real essence. And she has a very level on the not only intellectuality but as musician and singer, she is awesome. And it's exactly the characteristically which we were working as well for the trend to giving to people that let me actually keep esteem and trying to give them the reality for understanding. And as Fill Me Up, it doesn't express as neither any class of sexual but the reality of a relaxation, a normal, a moment to getting off of the what left Masechlin and so involved the one to each other, to having that moment which everything seems like fascination or some class of delightfully moments that you just forget the time and you just go through what you are doing with that person there and you just got off of the whole and you involved with the point that you give your time with no conscience about nothing and you share it and you enjoy to be with that person. So suddenly, and with other classes of things, the passion, the need, putting the right focus, the right moment, the understanding, the hearing and feeling the reality of the person that you love and you have in front and you appreciate, like something which you will miss right in your life in a way like with your mouth into my mind and things like those. So suddenly, we're telling of him, did he ever know? Oh my God! And that's supposed to have been in the funny Sodoma police station the whole night and being under the have you seen I am the Metro and he's you understand, and have been kidnapping more families and more people of ours, and raping and murdering the generations, and deformating the new generations all around in town and all around the lousy share of the land. Forgive me the words again. So as part of this, the reality of this Fill Me Up song, I'm telling Rebbe Sigmund Tzechilim, and uncomfortable for the reason of my mother, but she heard me and for a moment she said nothing, because if I reproduced Salines, and I were phrasing the trend to take, and Saline with Melech at the other side, and I trend to phrasing the solfeo, Melech Masechel Visospiatigan. And again with the change in my browser, Sodoma-Generada. Sorry for that. Touch and touch. I stopped the antivirus rolling, and there ain't no rolling. I have a background rolling over the same antivirus they taken away, and they are moving with a switch out with a PMC that they put it as my software that I cannot reach out from inside my desk for removing it completely and taking it out and putting whatever any other. Blet sicha ma blet visas ligar, rebetek la chama blet spatlik, te chalish pan blet simak ledem. So suddenly, de general mierda federal y de general mierda argentina, tenés tu fin y te lo voy a dar. Sorry for that. Tenés tu fin. El término lo voy a poner yo. Sorry this. Y la acepción del término no significa que vas a lograr lo que decís y lo que querés. Tu fin significa que terminaste, acabás. Degenerado, abominado, te acabé. No volvés nunca más, te hago bosta. Y de cabra. Sorry this. Beblet mofles mahalam. And I'm going to show you the delusional, the hallucinating, the schizoid. Oh, who did you talk there? And I'm sorry this. Remifat lekach amablech machal bisot tenasecha lekimitsar. Remoblech matsecha liseshever. And suddenly Celine's. And the clear fact of the blessed Masecha Ligisosh Mitavan. And blessed not like heaven Timashel. And Rema blessed Masecha Ligisosh Sharim. And the reality for this. And I came with, I own to justice by Salat. I wanted to make it TNS, I wanted to make it all. And I worked with Celine's, reproducing, and she heard. And after that I started to sing, and I made a puzzle which I didn't want to. I could making a complete direct, but it weren't what I would done. I wanted to do different. And suddenly I felt not okay and not comfortable for my mother, which she gets violent and torture for anything I do, but seems like she got really listening. And she didn't say no word, she didn't speak no word, she didn't say nothing, she didn't hit nothing, and I just went away. Well, you needed that just to come to try and solve some things, or is the possibility I just proceeded to making any different. Alright. And I got still with from the coma, the way is over. You brought me back to life. You loved me, back to life. And I really can dedicate this to Shem, to Melech, especially to Adonai, to every one of ours. Everyone's justice by the sword fighting every day. And to you, Your Honor. God bless you, and I am sincerely honest with this, and I need you to take care of this. I need you to protect yourselves. It's something which and I really mean it, and I want to, like we agreed, dedicate this to Shem, to Melech, Shem. Melech asked me, Tzechvich, Matzilis, and Sharim, and Shem one and the same. And I want to dedicate this to Melech. If I found a better state on my skin, I'm going to have a moment reproducing this with the permission of Celine and yours. And the companies with Celine. To, not for polish, just to making it and send you. And really deliver. Maybe as a shape, I will just dedicate to Melech and to Shem, Melech. But let's have Matzima, I think, so every day is violence, every day is sickness, every day is sick for worse. And I'm sorry that, I'm so sorry. Alright, it's exactly the class of things like it just happened. That night just brought me back. when I loved me back to life, and this, like also she herself said, and said, like I was saying, it is not like a prophecy, but certain moments in life whenever there is an expression that you understand and you can, not for associating or freelance association, just for the expression itself, to telling what it means and what it delivers. So when I love me back to life, it means exactly that, and we're every day and we're every moment. At the same time, Shem permanently, Melech, Moshe, you, and everyone satisfied is every day fighting and every day trying. Self-kamaplim. Sleki chamaplevasel, shemasim, and I wish I don't put this in public like you asked me to do. I'm sorry. Revaspak lecham. Asliki machar lisisharit bitzivis. Chelki revasech lacham aplesivasashel. Lekmotsi silvesoski maplef ansekoch min maplevesit lisishvak bikamal. En leg maak leggen we Sishlevim. Berle zeg maar leggen we Gelevisot bekies wat leg maar Gelevisot le Sesher. En leg hier we gniat le Sesher likin ba Tsekachal albeot le Smat akmin in Slisheret. Rebe zeg maar leggen we Gtivisati och patas matlin in Toshkeboti. Ayolek och Gebotika och Mamelin mitaka chavat in Sosh. Berlik Rebevechlat Masiov Levesov Levis Inseshker Ring Biva Seotik Chedesh Leka Meafechalim Sofenim Gerech Levisot Litchamablech Viemfet Leveses Lechevisos Teviva Aker Roche Levismot Akachmak Levisot Levetach Mian Suslubat Esivis So suddenly in truth Lech Mach Levisoch Matish Matzevam and okay Melech Relefech Minsa Esov Levisot Esov Levis Matlevim I'm sorry. Seklech reklech machlegi besechbak shekoatziba rachelegi masechli antzedetosh nitzivim aelekir bechlach veklech matlevisot levisan chavishma enger vechlevisot likvedasher bletamaplech machlevisot levima Rembavecha, Rembatecha, Levisot Levisesh Gebetach, Havelot Biotica, and Remablech Machalchalegin, Rebechla, Visot Lemesesh Betech Lachamatlam, Remablech Machalegi, Fachlech, Betlech, Miach, Vesot Levisesh Betlech, Sibibiv, and Remablech Machlech, Chalegi, Havefech, Lachavelatim, Remablech Machalevefech, Lachabetlech, Bian, Betlech, Sesseleshed. Rebeblech Machalegi, Voch, Lekar, Rebefech, Lakish, Batach, Machalegi, Vechmod, Levitimim, In Lishkat Sepaplacha Halgiboch Motle Besmat Levisenschlit Levitoya Rebaprecha Remachlech Machalibisot Levisenstelimir Remablech Machalgiboch Lebesot Lebesmat Lachibishot Lebechmat Legulitam Remablech Machal Chamablechi Chalakishbot Lefika Chalachamablech Matlevesivir Rebablech Machalibisot Levisenri Bachmatel Besot Levisenshal Bishot Gamaravesim Rebablech Madlech Machaligi Rebefechli Koshbet Lakika Chal Chamadler Robitiv et Snoat Kibiot Kioshkeva Ak Svedem Taman Shmonim Skilla Rebefecholikin Doshibot Zigach Matelorim An Makelor Rebeshove An Makelor Rebibak Tiko Esechosh A Etsoshli Itzok Ben Reshecholimire Am begerra befechulaki tsoes fedelakish matechalagi varomadlefef motlefesam telesim abar. Remablech machligi shechlakim betlesech machalibesol deviser. And it's exactly that. We removed it all, and also the blech bechlakim esechligi shvatzim ablakisim. What you need for blech machlachi shvatletim, you have it with batlak. Rebefech lacham ablechi bisol devesechligi shvatachachli bisol detikes batam sechlekam. Mr. President needs the infrastructural Kim Refes for what it is the state's parties in Tanler. And Gagna with Tanner, Lesmat Levis of Metzin needs supporting for Lesim. They are not going to accede into nothing like that, and they are still a little bit harassed and besieged for the reality of you have to do because of, and they don't have to do nothing, and lech machligi soslinim. Ablech beklech abachlach betlach vise shvatach alekam ablech matzeo vise shlamim se otzvika refech matlech imisa beblech sachio beblech tishka tziko machala ma ve'emot gimiant leves onse belbli sefel vesoshirim. Rebeka rebelech mion toko shel akoshive be'okochim itim ba'enkal kioshetov im ban roshivi rovnu lumat velot tikovesh ovet shota be'ekoch mivitim abe ekachal kivetechach el vesochlim shok shoker be'rombin a'edleto kiochim a'ishmaitu aptivo te'okoch miti lishmat emotsim. Belek der Rebechol besterlik is mat lebesent lebechlech mat zelik sosherim. Ben krabach levisosh metimam. In remoplech matlech levisosh liki rebechlech matlech soch mat levisosh liki bapach rabamam. Atlesin krabachla kishko atlech machalgim rebechla atlesikab rematlech machalech matlech misach legishvotzimav. Regetzet matzet kol kishka beblech machalch legishpatim adlech monan. And thirst to keep on saying, I cast them out. I made them tell her child, well, tell us the general Sodoma-Gomorra, thirst to saying, but profaning me that I will be not allowed and they will define. Called divine. Sí, el diablo va a ser divino, pedazo de animal del infierno. Remoplech echalch matlech isechalim, sobre that. Remoplech matlech irisos lekir rebelechlach matzim, bestia del infierno más propio. Sorry. Remoplech machleket estlach machlekisot lekim, and the terror chant about you love me not to lie. At this so early, I have my voice in a very state. From the corner, the light is on. Lechmatlech matzech and remoplech machlekisam. I have the state and lechmachlekisir, and remoplech matzech levisot levesan shveti kamaram. In Boblef Stechili Sot Lechabel Blech Matil and the Shot Limat Legamabar, Dech Lechelechad the Sabablef Smotavisimiv. I am just woke up and I'm sorry for Pasimablen Levitiv. Gilretich Matlech Matlech Levisoshat Liki Maharefek Matlevisim. Dech Lech Hamablech Machalevisot Leviseshelef. Rein Biatika, Slot Liki Mitza Shebot. And then like some athletics and athletics shimmy and remoplech machalison. I'm sorry, I keep with my state of what is the complete of the Chester tract. In Germoplech Machalipok Matleti Soflis Matledinasim, the same old state, the same old problem, the diet is incomplete still, the problems over. Give some premeditating how and where and which, and contacting whatever the odontologist, whatever the medicine around that I will ever try to come, and if I will ever try to make some routine. Germa blech mesech lishot ledachriika rebechal visot nisnis lekishpat lechag chemablenis matlevesech lingim baker rabesot levesal ad leveseki chematlech machal visot lekishmat lechag imesevevim. Gerabech liki chmatlev sachmochlevet kachel seti lishpot levet samotlemchach leinitzmar ilviso shedli chmile. Did I steal back? Gerabech machlevisot levison sheki revet matzecha beili levet matzecha and shebach levet sach likimar. Gerabech likim or fallen back. Yeah. And the reason why, exactly, I don't use it for fetish. I will ever try to, if in case to get me up. Relafet machleki tochmot lechili tashvekach aliginisot leven chilimat lesenot levesan chilimat lekit sosherimive. and the other side fall back. רגע צריך מתלך חובש 7 לצמחים עם בולסית חופן. נראים ביד קרה לספורט ושורקים ומתלך מצליח לראשון שרי וסטוצ'ה! Yeah. I didn't fix yet for the reason of what you know. Weird, right? It's just a little screw to just putting in place over seeking for the right tools, which I don't have around, but coming to any optic shop around, right? It's just that, but oh my god! What did I say to you? Sorry, if it's not ladies. Yeah. Alright, that's let me see my stuff back. Let's my my stuff. Oh my god, he's gonna say, oh my god! Right, order. Infelices de cuarta. Rameristas. Bajas. De poder psicópatas asesinos. My stuff. I still have some, which some doesn't work for the reason of what they've done. It's just unblocking. I don't have the tools for. Yeah. I show you my stuff. The chunky stuff is inside, right? I just make the shilling simulating for just in case they he's capable of anything. My stuff here. This is DMT Hamasi contacted with a very shape of ink that doesn't metabolize it, right? $6 million for a goddamn shit. And I will be around here to not showing that I'm a junkie. Alright, my stuff. I love you, Shem. I love you, Melech. My stuff is all inside.